If you've ever wondered how to do a top-down analysis for the Forex markets, we are going to discuss that today. Be sure to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the video. Alright everybody, in this video today we're going to talk about how to do a proper top-down analysis. So let me get to a pair that I have not marked up the chart on. Let me just reset drawings. And we're going to do a really quick, this won't be a long video, on how to do a proper top-down analysis, and how many spots you mark up is really going to depend on the type of trader that you are. If you are a intraday, I would suggest the 1 hour, 4 hour, and day chart. If you are going to be a swing trader, 1 hour, 4 hour, and day charts. If you are a swing trader, let's do the 4 hour, the daily, and the weekly. And if you are a scalper, then you definitely want to do the 15-minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour, or you could do the 2 hour. I prefer to start at the 4 hour, then drop down to the 2 hour and mark up these areas just so it makes it lets me know where I'm at and I don't get caught up during my trades in the wrong position. So I'm going to put this over here and we are going to, and the one thing that I do is I switch to a line chart. Some people do that, and I am personally a scalper, but I always mark up where I am, on the higher time frames. Like I say, you don't want to get caught up in a turnaround on when you're in the middle of a quick down move. So I just mark up some of the spots that I see of where price has been recently. That's why you want to kind of zoom out some. But it really is easier if you switch to the line chart. At least it is for me. It's easier to see it. A lot of people suggest that also. It's easier to see the peaks and valleys. And now we're getting into where price has been here. I'm looking for two spots, but we're going to go with this one because there's 3 spots for this one. And maybe we can find something closer in. At the end of the day, definitely a double bottom. We definitely want that. And we want this one too. It touched twice there, and that's where price is headed right now. So this is, you might want to do these in different colors. I just tend to do mine all in yellow. If it's a really short one, like a 5-minute or 15-minute zone, then I'll do that in blue usually. We're going to make this a little smaller. Still can make it a little smaller. All right, now let's drop down to the 2 hour, see where we're at. These look pretty good to me. I'm pretty satisfied with this. So we definitely got 1, 2, 3 touches there. 1, 2, 3 touches on this one. So these are more zones. You're not going to get an exact price. So that looks good to me. Let's go back to the candles now. And as you can see, you might need to clean it up when you get down to this, back to your candles, and as you drop down on your time frames. But that's the 2 hour. This is the 1 hour. And so let's go back to the 4 hour really quick. We are definitely in a bearish trend. We have been for a while. So as you start to, this is a little close, but it's spent a nice little range of time, a whole day in this area. So you could have caught this going down. You can trade ranges once you become an experienced trader and you see a clear pattern being revealed here. This was a nice little spot to catch a few pips in. How many could you have caught here? See, that's a nice 40 pips. You could have spent your whole day just grabbing pips here. There's 34. That would have been 74 for us if we were on the chart all that day. And there's another 34. So that could have been a nice little day for us of, what did I say, about 114 or so pips. So now that we're here and we know we're in a downtrend, so typically I'm only going to be looking for sales. And today is sales. Today is a Friday, so I'm just making this video today. I don't typically, I might get up early in the morning and trade, but I don't trade this late in the day because the markets, as you can see, are pretty much just going into consolidation or ranging mode. So that is that. That's 45 pips there. And this is a pretty decent pair. It doesn't have a lot of volatility in it. You can get a nice 100 pips daily, you know, if you work from home full time. Like here, there's 89 pips just from that one move. By the time you got back home from work, you could have caught another 50. You know, that's a good day right there. 90 plus 50, that's 140 pips on one pair. So this can be done, guys. It's just a matter of how bad do you want it. So that's a quick top-down analysis. I scalp from the 5-minute chart typically. So that's where I go down and start looking for possible entries. And I'll put this back on here. I have one of these indicators, and this is called, I forgot which one this is, but you can filter out these signals using, I love the TDI and the stochastic. Those are my favorite two oscillators, and I am a supply and demand trader. Here's another trade, 3 hours and 10 minutes, 41 pips. That's not bad, guys. So when you're looking to do your top-down analysis, make sure you start two time frames up higher than what you normally trade. And as I showed you in the beginning, we have, let me move this over a little closer to where we are now so you can still see it. We have, you want to check the news also, but start from, if you trade from the 1 hour for intraday, then go to the 4 hour and the daily charts, you know, and just mark up your major supply and resistance zones. Look to see where it's at, you know, and a lot of people, I see some people go way back in time, and you know, that's great. But like you see here, even though we didn't mark this up here, this zone here is, this wick of this candle actually comes down into this area. So here was a major move. Look at this divergence on the daily chart here. And I will do another video on divergence, but be sure you check Forex Factory for news also. We had a lot of news earlier this week, and today is NFP for us here in the US. So you can see USD and CAD had major news at 8:30 a.m. That's me, I'm on Central Standard Time. So that would be the spike that we see here on right around here to, yep, that would be this spike we saw right here this morning. And always check your, yeah, there's a quick 57 pips there. Always check your news for the day so you don't get caught up in a trade, and watch how the markets are manipulated by the news. It's really cool to watch. My broker, I got caught in a trade, and it was so many people trying to close it out, I couldn't even close out my my trade position a couple of years back. So I don't typically trade news. It's really, you can get caught up, and usually it's your broker because there's so many people trying to close out their trades. But that's how you do a top-down analysis. It doesn't take a long time. It's not hard to do. Switch to the line chart so you can see the touches on the bottom and the touches on the top, major lines of support and resistance, supply and demand, and then mark it up. You know, find out where you are, bearish, bullish, and then it's just go time, guys. You know, it doesn't have to be. It's not. There's a lot to Forex, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have to be as complicated as everybody makes it seem. So that's that. I will catch you again in the next video.